Chevy has recently released the full packaging and pricing information for the upcoming 2025 Chevy Colorado, and with its third model year in production in its current generation comes some major changes in its packaging and powertrain. So as usual with my changes video, I do want to put a disclaimer out there and that I compiled this information from a couple different sources to the best of my ability using the GM Fleet Order Guide as well as the exact full pricing schedule. Now, if you believe anything is incorrect or just need additional clarification, feel free to leave a comment down in the comment section. I will do my best to double check that and get you the exact answer that you're looking for. But as usual, I want to first cover the deletions, new features, and packaging changes that GM provides from model year to model year, tell you exactly what is going to be changing, but then I want to take a deeper dive into every trim level in specific, tell you the new standard equipment on every single trim level, some of the newly available optional equipment, specifically on the Trailboss versus that of 2024 and previous model years. Then we'll of course take a look at the updated 2025 pricing information, see how much it increased from 24 into 25. But then I also want to build a couple trucks from the 24 into 25 model year, compare them side by side, because on paper it looks like the pricing went up quite a bit, but there's actually a lot of formerly optional equipment that was now made standard for 25, which when you build two identical trucks side by side with that formerly optional equipment, it really actually didn't go up as much as one might assume. So that is going to be kind of the rundown of this video. Make sure you guys buckle up, stay tuned. Going to be a lot of information. So first up, I want to run through the deletions for the 2025 model year. Now, the first four are just packaging or order code deletions. Some of these are going away entirely. Some of these are coming back in slightly different order codes or names. So those are just kind of a revision there. We do have Nitro Yellow Metallic, Glacier Blue Metallic, as well as Sand Dune Metallic are no longer going to be available as exterior colors. Jet Black Artemis Cloth / Evotex front seat trim is no longer available on the ZR2, given that the full leather seating surfaces are now made standard. We have the base L2R 2.7 liter turbocharged engine that is no longer available at all, given that the Turbo Max is now made standard across every single Colorado. Pretty cool to see that. 20-inch dark Android wheels, I believe that was a Z71 wheel. Full-length black vinyl floor covering, no longer available on work truck. Outside, power adjustable mirrors, just an order code going away. And we have two LPO accessory packages, sports bar package, as well as dark essentials package, no longer available either. Now moving into the new features available on the 2025 model year, we do have some new exterior colors that will be coming to replace those three that are going away. So first up, we have Snowdrift Metallic. This is a late availability, not available on Trailboss color in a premium additional charge. Reef Blue Metallic, also late availability and not available on work truck or LT trims. And then we have Sunrise Orange, also late availability, not available on Trailboss. So those are going to be the three new exterior colors coming for the 2025 Colorado. Then going back up, we have some packages that are going to be new. Some of these are kind of just a revision on the former ones that were going away. So we have a new Midnight Edition package, which is quite an expensive package, which we will touch on later in this video. It's going to be found on Trailboss, Z71, and ZR2 for an additional charge. Includes black badging, 40-inch off-road roof light bar, bed-mounted sports bar, and power distribution box. Next, we have Work Truck Custom Package, which is basically a wheel and tire package, as well as a black badging package on Work Truck trucks. So 18-inch black aluminum wheels, black sidewall tires, and black badging. Then we have a Z71 Convenience Package 3, which was formerly available, but this one is revised to include a little bit less equipment now that more has been made standard for 25. Then we have new 17-inch high gloss painted aluminum wheels and 18-inch high gloss painted aluminum wheels. Utility wall package, decal package, snorkel, which is newly available as a dealer installed accessory. Interested to see how that looks. We have another 17-inch aluminum LPO wheel, as well as a 20-inch machine finish black aluminum wheel, also LPO accessory. Now finally, moving on to the changes in packaging and features. This is going to be a lot of information. I'm going to run through this fairly quickly and have it up on the screen for you guys, but we will be going trim by trim, like I said, and discussing all of the trim level packaging changes for features. That is going to be a look at the packaging changes, but now I want to dive into each trim and tell you exactly, I guess, the features that are now going to be made standard that were formerly either, like I said, not available or part of an additional option package. And there are actually some features going away on a couple trim levels that I was able to find that Chevy does not actually detail up in their changes list above. So starting with the base work truck, standard features gained, and then in parentheses you have the former package, or whether or not that was included in the truck. Turbo Max engine, blind zone steering assist, rear cross traffic braking, rear park assist, center console, rear AC vents, cruise control, remote rear sliding window with defrost, and remote locking tailgate. So that's everything that is now going to be standard on work truck, formerly optional and or not available. And then the features lost on the work truck. This is actually very interesting to me. The first one's very small, the black painted mirror caps, which were formerly gloss black with the safety package. Now every work truck's just going to have the normal matte black plastic mirror caps. But the second one is the technology package that was formerly optional, kind of as a standalone package that may have required other equipment as well. That is actually not available to order on the work truck. So things like adaptive cruise control, HD surround view camera system, and another one or two additional items within that package is no longer available on work trucks. So if you're looking at any of the additional equipment on the technology package, you have to at least get an LT or higher for the 2025 model year. Now, speaking of the LT, some of the standard features gained on this particular trim is again going to be the Turbo Max engine, blind zone steering assist, rear cross traffic braking, rear park assist sensors, dual zone automatic climate control, steering column with the tilt as well as the telescoping feature. So it was formerly just a tilt wheel, now you get the telescoping wheel. Illuminated vanity mirrors, rear sliding window with defrost, painted black mirrors, easy lift lower tailgate, Stowflex tailgate, as well as a locking cylinder tailgate. And then the list continues on. You now get auto dimming interior view mirror, remote start, power driver seat, and heated front seats, all standard with LT. So pretty impressive stuff to see. And you can see that ranges from safety package, convenience package 1, and convenience package 2. So Chevy has really pared down the available option groups for 2025. Now the features lost on the LT, you have the chrome interior door handles are no longer on this trim. It's just going to be the standard black ones found on work truck and Trailboss. Remote express down all four windows. That was on four-wheel drive LT trims in specific. It's no longer found on this according to the order guide. Painted gray mirror caps, so you're now going to get gloss black mirror caps instead of the LT specific gray ones before. You can no longer get Bose premium audio system nor a power sunroof on LT. Those were formerly optional with convenience package 2 or 3 equipped trucks. Unfortunately, those have been taken away from the available option list, which is a little bit unfortunate. So if you're looking for Bose audio or a sunroof, you can no longer get a fully loaded LT with those optional features. Now, next up, moving on to Trailboss, the standard features gained here. Advanced trailering package, so includes trailer app, trailer brake controller, 220 amp alternator, heated mirrors, rear park assist sensors, cruise control, rear sliding window with defrost, Stowflex tailgate, locking cylinder tailgate, easy lift lower tailgate, illuminated vanity mirrors, and dual zone automatic climate control. So those are all now going to be made standard that were formerly either in safety package, convenience package 1, convenience package 2, or not available in the case of the dual zone automatic climate. So pretty cool to see that. And some of the newly optional equipment on Trailboss as part of the convenience package 2 is going to be the wireless charging pad, heated seats, Evotex interior with power adjustments, and then you have the leather wrap steering wheel. So pretty cool to see all of that on Trailboss because as we know, the Trailboss was formerly pretty much a work truck with some of the off-road gear from the Z71 and kind of the lift and stuff like that. And now it's going to be much closer to that of, I would say, kind of bridging the gap between an LT and a Z71, but still maintains all of that off-road capability that it had before. Now, I didn't find any features that the Trailboss lost, and I would not expect that given the fact that, well, it was basically a base work truck before, and now it's made much more, creature comfort oriented. Now moving on to Z71, the standard features gained on this truck, again, advanced trailering package, rear park assist, dual zone automatic climate control, auto dimming interior mirror with remote start, power driver seat, heated seats, steering column, again, tilt telescoping, easy lift lower tailgate, Stowflex tailgate, and locking cylinder tailgate. So again, this bridges the gap between safety package and really convenience package 2. So much more well equipped as standard for Z71. And the features lost on the Z71 is going to be the optional wheel flares as well as the red seat belts. So this is actually an interesting one because the wheel flares is something I showcased in the first 2023 model year trucks at the Chicago Auto Show. I remember it was a bright red Z71 convenience package 3 with the optional wheel flares. And, you know, this was something that was debated and discussed online for a period of time. These were only like $100 charge for the wheel flares, and you can no longer actually get those on Z71. They only come standard with the wide body stance on Trailboss or ZR2. So if you're looking for those narrower wheel flares, hurry up and pick up a 2024 model year truck with whatever equipment that you're looking for, because those are going away entirely and are not available to order for 2025. Now, finally coming to ZR2, the standard features gained here: rear park assist, leather seating surfaces, driver seat back pocket, rear armrest, driver seat memory, ventilated front seats, heated steering wheel, and wireless charging pad. And this is essentially almost all from Convenience Package 3 that I did detail at the beginning of this video. So basically ZR2 now basically comes standard with Convenience Package 3 equipment. And the only feature that I found that was going away from ZR2 is the yellow seat belts, which again was an optional equipment thing that you could get for a pretty reasonable price. So now you can no longer get colored seat belts on Z71 or ZR2. And I'm sure there's going to be some discussion about that on some of the Facebook owners groups. Now, next up, getting to part of this video you guys are probably most curious about, and that's the pricing information, including destination. Now, again, in parentheses, I have the increase over a equivalent 2024 model year truck. So starting out with a two-wheel drive work truck, this is now going to start at $33,495, including destination. Four-wheel drive is going to be $36,795, and then I have the optional available packages below that and the upcharge that each package is. Now, moving on to two-wheel drive LT, this is going to come in at $37,395, and a four-wheel drive LT is going to start at $40,695. And as you can see, the increase for the LT is actually the most across the entire lineup, but I would argue the LT got some of the largest changes, so it's going to be $3,600 more than an equivalent 2024 LT. Now, moving on to Trailboss, $41,395 to start, increase of $2,200, and there are going to be some pricey packages below that. Starting out, the Trailboss is the entry level or the cheapest model to get the available Midnight Edition package if you're looking for that. But you're going to have things like Trailboss Convenience Package, Technology Package, as well as that Midnight Package for nearly $5,000. Moving over to Z71, this is going to start at $45,395, increase of $3,300 over 2024. And then finally wrapping it up with ZR2, this is going to start at $51,195, including destination, which represents a $2,500 increase from 24. But again, a lot of that equipment is the Convenience Package 3, which has now made standard. And as we know, the ZR2 has the optional available Bison package, which is not available with Midnight, so you can choose one or the other. But if you choose Bison, it's going to be an $11,700 package with a $1,500 equipment level discount, which brings the price down just a little bit, but still a very, very expensive package. I'm not exactly sure how many people are equipping that particular package, but I have driven and seen one of these trucks in person, and they are extremely capable. 35-inch all-terrain tires, you have the jounce dampers, you have the even larger lift over standard trucks. It really is a quite capable truck, but it does come at a pretty hefty price tag. But the only optional package on ZR2 now basically is technology package with adaptive cruise control, surround view camera system, etc. So that is going to be a look at the pricing information for the 25 model year. And as you can see upon first glance, it looks like every single truck went up at least $2,000, if not well over $3,000 for each trim level. And that is technically what the new starting MSRP is going to come in at. But just remember, Chevy has pretty much gotten rid of and discontinued some of those lesser equipped trucks. So basically base LT, base Z71s, no longer available to order or purchase, because now you basically get a more well-equipped version of the truck as standard, but you are going to be paying a little bit of additional money for that. So building some hypothetical trucks, I went on Chevy's retail consumer facing website, which you can build both 2024 and then maybe 2025 as of me filming this video. But anyways, using the pricing guide and the build and price tool, looking at a two-wheel drive Turbo Max work truck for 2024, fully loaded with every single main option group you can purchase. This was $36,190, and then building that exact same truck for 2025 with the standard Turbo Max powertrain, it comes in at $36,130. However, the big missing package that you can no longer get is the technology package. So essentially you're paying identical MSRP for the two trucks, but you won't be getting all of the features found in the technology package because that's simply not found on that trim. Now moving up to an LT, again, I built a fully loaded LT Convenience Package 3, Bose audio, all that stuff. Came in at $46,135, no sunroof by the way. And then the 2025 equivalent truck is going to come in at $45,210. So you can see there's nearly about a $900 savings on the fully loaded LT. However, you will not be getting that Bose audio that I mentioned, and the sunroof was not included in this pricing. So for about a $900 savings, you're losing Bose audio, which to me, I'm not sure that's a worthy trade-off, but decent, nice to see. At least if you're looking at a fully loaded LT, you're not going to be paying more for essentially less equipment. You are getting a pretty decent sized discount there. Now moving on to Trailboss. This was actually a pretty interesting one because Trailboss was pretty basic, as I mentioned before. So a fully loaded Trailboss for 24 was basically $42,340. Now looking at a fully loaded Trailboss now for 25, this is going to come in at $44,770. And this is a sizable increase over a last model year truck at around $2,400 of increase or so, which turns out is actually about the same exact increase from the base MSRP. So the Trailboss is kind of a one outlier in this entire lineup and receives the most increase out of any truck from an actual build for 24 into an actual build for 25. Now moving on to a fully loaded Z71 Convenience Package 3 truck. This was $47,355 for 24. Again, no sunroof. Now for 25, this is going to come in at $48,260, so less than a $1,000 increase here for Z71, including Bose audio. And then moving on to ZR2, we have $51,635 for 24. Again, a fully loaded truck. And then for 25, this is going to be $52,645, so right at a $1,000 increase for 2025. So as you can see, the actual MSRP base prices don't necessarily translate into actual real-world production builds of these trucks, given that a lot of that optional equipment was now made standard, but there are going to be certain configurations that are going to be significantly more expensive. Taking a look more on the base side of things, say a base LT versus a base LT for 24, a base Z71 for 25 versus again a base LT for 24. It's just due to the equipment that basically Chevy is making you get, even if you don't necessarily want that on your particular truck. But I think the vast majority of people, at least from the trucks that I saw on dealership lots, were at least mid-level convenience package 2 trucks, if not fully loaded convenience package 3s on both LT and Z71. So I know that was a lot of information to take in, so hopefully you guys understood it fully. And if you guys, again, have any additional questions on this, feel free to leave a comment down in the comment section. I will do my best to answer them, but hopefully through all this video, you now have a better understanding of kind of what to expect for the upcoming 2025 model year. And I believe these will be going into production either very late this calendar year or Q1 of 2025. So I fully expect to see these available dealership lots probably sometime in Q1, maybe the end of Q1 next year. But there is still quite a bit of 2024 inventory out there, and I think those are still very solid trucks available at a significant discount, mind you. So depending on these changes and everything like that, you might want to pick up a 2024 truck specifically some fully loaded LTs with the Bose audio and sunroof, if those are things that you're wanting, or maybe a work truck with a technology package, given that will no longer be available to order for 25. So again, if you guys enjoyed this video and or found something helpful, hit that like button below, subscribe. It definitely helps out the channel. Leave your thoughts and comments down in the comment section. Do you own a Colorado? How reliable has it been? Are you happy or disappointed that they got rid of the L2R base 2.7 engine? I think this makes it much more competitive within the segment, given that every single Colorado now at the low $30,000 price point comes with 310 horsepower and 430 pound-feet of torque. Pretty cool stuff to see there. But as a whole, I still think pricing is in line with much of the competition. And I think the packaging level changes they made is significantly better, given the fact that now you can get a much more reasonably equipped Trailboss that isn't a base work truck on the inside for just a little bit more money, and still get all of that off-road technology and stuff like that. But like I said, I appreciate you guys watching this video. Leave your comments down below. And as always, I hope to see you guys in the next one.